Oh, you're wondering about the empty chair, right? Oh, it's just where I've been sitting waiting for the past 4 years for new Wolf Alice. No big deal. Hey neighbor, welcome back to Beyond ARTV. My name is John and I am currently over the moon because one of my favorite modern bands, Wolf Alice, have a brand new single out, The Last Man on Earth, their first in almost 4 years. Visions of a Life was a great album, not quite as strong as My Love is Cool, but album 3 is finally on the way. Blue Weekend is out June 11th, people. Quick sidebar before I start the review, I just wanted to say thank you to those of you who have reached out, either in the YouTube comments or in my Instagram DMs, just saying I got you into Wolf Alice as they've been teasing and building up this new release. It's exciting for me to see stuff like that because that's why I do what I do. If you want to reach out, if you want to talk about Wolf Alice, then reach out on Instagram, @ARTVJohn, give me a follow. More than likely, Wolf Alice have been sitting on this album at least for a little bit. They were recording as of January 2020, but then the pandemic swept through. Who knows exactly how much work was done ahead of time, but now that we have The Last Man on Earth, I'm hearing comparisons to Elton John, the Beatles, Declan McKenna, who is obviously influenced by some of those other acts as well. I think Wolf Alice did their spin on a stadium rock slow burner, and my god, it is beautiful. The Last Man on Earth is a dazzling track. It takes a bit to get going, but it's not something that you should be impatient with. Within a few listens, I was definitely floored by the song, and I thought it was pretty right away. It's got some kind of twinkling keys that are a bit off-kilter in the background of the first verse, and I love the way that they kind of descend and set the atmosphere. And then around the 2-minute mark, things start to erupt and Ellie Roselle's voice breaks through the speakers a bit more. I'm getting Silk vibes, like a song from their first LP. It's a little bit slower and more mysterious, but when they cut through, that release of tension, it feels like self-love just bleeding through your speaker. I definitely have an interpretation for the meaning of the lyrics, at least what it means to me and how I'm choosing to view the song, and I'll talk about that momentarily, but let me continue to praise the music for just a minute. As much as I do love that slow build in the first half of the song, I like that there's kind of this line in the sand. You can tell that there was a finite amount of time before they were going to erupt, and when that moment comes, it's not necessarily a flamethrower, but it doesn't need to be. The fact that they're able to show maturity in their music and their musicianship, it shows that Wolf Alice have grown a lot. I love the slow and steady little guitar solo. Ellie's voice is definitely well kept, and I like the fact that it does soar a bit, and you even hear a little bit of that scream in the background towards the end of the song that she's definitely known for. Sweet sincerity oozes from the ending of the song, the closure that you feel. It's ethereal. It's definitely something that I keep coming back to, and I think it's got me hooked already. Obviously, you might think I'm inclined to love everything that this band put out, and sure, I can admit bias there, but I will say that I didn't love Yuck Fu, at least not at first. This, however, was a different story. In fact, this definitely got the tears flowing, especially once I started to really pay attention and read along with the lyrics. This song seems to be about taking time out for yourself, because you might be the last man on earth, but you were also the first person to know yourself, and you're the last person to know yourself. So why not take some time to allow the light to shine on you, as Ellie sings. It's a common thread that's shared throughout the verses and even the bridge of this song. That bridge is phenomenal, but I really like that it opens up on this note where you're questioning someone. You don't know why they're not showing themselves some patience. And then over time, it slowly gets to this point where I think my favorite lyrics of the entire song are on that final chorus where it switches things up. A penny for your truth, but I hedge my bets on love, 'cause it's lies after lies after lies. But do you even for yourself? And then the light shines on you. In recent times, I've been struggling with some demons that have flared up for me, and some things that I'm insecure about, some things that have been done to me. My name has been dragged through the mud, and I hate to make it so personal for me, but I only bring it up because these lyrics to me really mean a lot. They definitely cut deep. I love the fact that it's talking about all of these things that you read, and they're talking about books, and it's lines after lines, and then the wordplay changes over instead of lines to lies. And in the end, it's really only you who knows yourself, and that's definitely the meaning that I'm taking away here. The Last Man on Earth is brimming with life, and whatever personal meaning you affix to it, I would love to know your interpretation in the comments section down below. These are just my thoughts on it, of course. I think Wolf Alice have yet again cemented themselves as one of my favorite bands, and one of the best not only in the UK, but really one of the best bands in rock right now. It's an exciting tune, it's one that might take a couple of listens, but please hang in there, and if you haven't checked out the track yet, then please do so. There's a link in the description down below. I'm going to give this a very strong 4.5 out of 5. I'm so excited they're back. Wolf Alice are finally back. I can just get that off of my chest now. This was a very good day for me because a new day with Wolf Alice is a good new day. Anyways, if you want to see my thoughts on their first 2 albums, then check the links below me. All of my socials, including my Instagram that I shouted out earlier, ARTV John, those are linked down below. And I'll be back soon for more on Beyond ARTV.